How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's that time of the year again. It's London Derby time. Tottenham play Chelsea and I'm so excited. I'm sure you guys are as well. And also, we are here for some match preview. So without waiting, let's get into the video straight away. Before we head into the lineup and of course the details, let's talk about the current situation of both the teams, that is Chelsea and Tottenham. Tottenham already have had an up and down start to the season already, and mind you, I'm talking about not Harry Kane stuff. That is a huge debacle in itself, and I'm not talking about that. That is very different. Tottenham won first 3 games of the Premier League season, well and good for them. But then again, they lost the 4th one against Crystal Palace away, and that was a very brutal defeat in the form of a 3-0 loss. And they look completely washed, to be honest. And then again, they had a very desperate draw against Rennes in European Conference League, and that was a very bad result in itself. And then again, to rub salt in their wounds, they also had Lucas Moura and Bergwijn injured and they had to take him off. And that is why there is concerns over, of course, these players, whether they'll play or not. But only positive right now for Tottenham is that the trio which had to quarantine, which were traveling from South American, of course, qualifiers, that is Romero, Celse, and then again Davinson Sanchez, they will be available with the squad on Saturday. But mind you, that is Saturday and that will be a day before only the game. So it is a match day decision that Nuno Espirito Santos will have to make, whether these 3 players will be fit to play Chelsea or not. On the other hand, Chelsea have looked very solid and secure this season. They are playing with that hustling mindset before every game, and of course, man, Chelsea have been tested very well, and mind you, oh boy, they have been tested against the likes of Liverpool, then Aston Villa, and then of course a few days back against Zenit in the UCL. And there is no secret here, Lukaku has been the key to success for Chelsea, and why not, man, they have played big bucks for him, so he has to score. And then again, whenever defenders locked him up, the situation got tense. Romelu Lukaku again rose up to the occasion, and of course, he is the only difference maker right now in their squad, and fair enough, man, that is the main man, so they'll stick with him. So guys, 2 very interesting facts related to both the teams. Tottenham, both of their underwhelming results have come on away soil, and then again at home, Tottenham have scored 5 goals and conceded none in their last 3 games. And at home, they are unbeaten in 11 out of the 13 games that they have played lastly at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So a big up for them. But however, Chelsea are only beaten in 1 away game in their last 16 matches. Also, Chelsea have scored in all of their away games that they have played lastly. And that streak basically doesn't look like it will end, as Romelu Lukaku is now leading the line. So the bottom line, this fixture is poised to be a perfect one. So now, perfect time to talk about the lineup. Lineup is a very crucial aspect of the game. Last time I predicted the lineup versus Villa, Thomas Tuchel wiped out my whole lineup, as the lineup was heavily inspired by international break. And then again, I cannot blame him. He picked the personnel that was training with them. And then let's get started with the lineup. So we have a similar formation. We have 3-4-1-2. And at the bottom, we have Mendy. There is no question of choice here. Mendy is our main goalkeeper, so we'll stick with him. And in the defense, we have Azpilicueta back on the right centre back. We have Andreas Christensen, and on the left, we have Tony Rudiger. These guys have been very solid. And lastly, Thiago Silva played versus Villa, but I think Christensen is very well fit and started the game against Zenit as well. So there is no point not including a young defender who is in form and is looking like he'll sign a new contract for the long-term future at Chelsea. So Andreas Christensen is definitely going to start. That is in our back 3 complete. So we'll move further up. We'll talk about the 4-man. That is our left wing back or a left mid, whatever you might want to call it, or right mid or a right wing back. And then the 2 central midfielders. This time, Reece James is back. The red card suspension against Liverpool is over, and now he can feature again. So he'll be back straight up, because when he played and linked up with Lukaku during the game against Arsenal, that was superb. So there is no question Reece James will be back in the lineup. And on the left side, a very controversial one, but yet again, Marcos Alonso will retain his place. And I'm sorry, Chilwell fans, Chilwell will not be starting. Chilwell will not be starting because Alonso has been in superb form and there is no point of changing the winning combination. And Thomas Tuchel has already stressed a lot on the importance of informed players and importance of how Chilwell has to adapt and force his way into the team, because right now Alonso is playing, and if he's playing good, there is no point poking him. Basically, there is no point fixing what is not broken. So Alonso it is. And in the midfield, we have some good news, right? N'Golo Kante is fit back and declared to be playing against Tottenham, but I'm not sure he will be starting. So on the midfield, I'll go with Kovacic and Jorginho. Kovacic was exceptional against Aston Villa. And then again, Jorginho, mainstay of the midfield. When he came on in the second half on the replacement of Saul, that boy changed the game. So these are the 2 guys, the experienced campaigners. So they'll play. Kante maybe like he came on against the game in Arsenal. he might come on and shut the shop. That's it. So that is our half team completed. Then we'll move on to top. That is, of course, our main number 10. It will be in the form of Mason Mount this time. And that guy has to play because international break is over. He has some minutes in his tank. And then again, he has to play as a number 10. On the top, we have two players. That is Kai Havertz and Romelu Lukaku. Kai Havertz has found his feet very much at Chelsea this season. And we do not want to disturb his rhythm, man. And that is why he's going to play. Same for Lukaku. Lukaku is irreplaceable in this team. If I am Thomas Tuchel, I'm sure if you as a Chelsea fan are there, you will say Lukaku has to play each and every game. But of course, someday in the future, we'll have to do the man management. But for now, Romelu Lukaku is going to play. Romelu Lukaku is the man. Romelu Lukaku is the Chelsea man. And Romelu Lukaku has to start because he'll be scoring goals alongside Mason Mount and Kai Havertz. So this is our lineup completed. And as far as the substitutes are concerned, a guy that is always on the bench sometimes, that is Christian Pulisic. He's still unfit. He's injured. He's back in, of course, individual training, but he's not yet with the squad. And the other guys like Saul, Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Thiago Silva, these guys will be on the bench alongside Chilwell as well. So it's a very heavy bench and a very capable bench of fighting any Tottenham side. So the manager, I think, will pick this lineup. This is my prediction. But of course, there can be a lot of changes. There can be a lot of instances where you have to change the lineup. I don't want to jinx it and call it injuries, but I just call it whatever. So this is my lineup. Let's end the lineup segment here and move on to, of course, the score predictions. With that powerful lineup, I'm expecting a scoreline of 1-2 in Chelsea's favor. Yes, 3 points for Thomas Tuchel and co. There is a positive for Tottenham. Son is coming back from injury, but that would not be enough because Spurs have some injury setbacks as well. Like I mentioned, Lucas and Bergwijn got substituted as they got injured while playing against Rennes in European Conference League. So they will be a huge miss for Tottenham. And then again, Chelsea are playing with hunger this season and beat any team. They are being fearless and they are showing relentless form in away games or home games as I've mentioned. So Chelsea it is, 3 points. Blue fans, rest easy. You might even go top of the table on Sunday if results elsewhere go in your favor as well. With that, let me say thank you for watching everybody. If you liked it, please drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Your love and support always means a lot. Keep supporting, help me grow the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, peace.